So hello everyone, today in this video I'm going to talk about how to build Blade. Blade is a new 5-star destruction character in Honkai Star Realm. Blade is a new character destruction character which just got released in 19th of July, and we're gonna talk about how to build him. Alright. So what are the most important stats you need in Blade? Alright, I'll show you guys what exactly do you need on Blade. So Blade scales on max HP. Okay, the more HP you get on Blade, the more amount of damage he deals. Also, you have to also maintain his ratio a bit. Minimum crit rate you have to get on him is 51. The best would ideally be 70 crit rate if you can get good substats from the relics. And the crit damage, I would say you can get around like 120, because if you have Bronya in your account, Bronya gives crit damage buff, so for like 2 turns, so you would be good. You don't have to worry about crit damage. You can get crit damage buff from her most of the time, so don't worry about too much crit damage, but you can get crit damage around like 150. It would be best if you can get to 150 crit damage. That would be amazing. Okay, let's talk about his ability, Blade's ability. Let's talk about his skill. Consumes HP equal to 30% of Blade max HP to enter the Hellscape state. When in Hellscape state active, his skill cannot be used. His damage dealt increased by 20% of his basic attack. So basically, when you use his skill, his basic attack, which is this thing, it gets enhanced. It gets the normal basic attack gets it get enhanced, and it does damage depending on his max HP and his attack. And it deals also wind damage, and during this hellscape you cannot use skill, but instead you will use a basic attack which gets enhanced and deals wind damage. And let's talk about his talent. This is the talent. When Shushu's gift, when Blade sustains damage or consumes HP, he gains 1 stack of charge, stacking up to 5 times. A maximum of ward charge stack can be gained every time he's at. So basically, let me explain this in very simple. Every time Blade gets his hits or his he consumes his HP, when you get up to 5 stacks, he will deal a follow-up attack which will deal wind damage equal to his attack of his and his max HP. Okay. Technique. That's his karma when tackling. Immediately after entering combat, consumes 20% of base max HP, Blade's max HP, while dealing wind damage equal to Blade max HP to all the enemies. So when you enter, before entering the battle, you can basically use this technique like this, and it will deal wind damage to the enemies. All right, like this, it will deal wind damage to the enemies. So that's what this is about. This technique is about. Talent. When Blade, okay, I will talk about. Let's talk about his ultimate. So his ultimate, basically, when his current HP to 50% of his max HP. So when Blade current is 50%, and he deals wind damage to a single target, depending on his 30% of his attack and 80% of his max HP. And he deals a lot of AoE damage to a single target, which he does the ultimate death sentence. So that's what he does. And his HP will be capped to 90 when you do the ultimate. His HP will be capped to 90. All right. So these are his abilities, And let's talk about his light cone. What will be his ideal light cone? His ideal light cone, you need a signature weapon. If you don't have the signature weapon, then you can give him this. You can give him this secret bow. Secret bow is his second best option. If you don't have this, then you can give this as well. Secret mutual device. You can use this as well, because if in Superimposition 5, if the current is wearer's current HP is lower than 80%, crit rate increases by 20%. This is actually good for blade as well. You can use this on blade. Other than that, I would not recommend any light cones. I think these three probably are the ones that you can please use on blade. So let's talk about the traces priority. Traces priority, you need to make this basic attack to 6 and make this all to at least 999, and after that you can crown this ultimate and all the, let's just say you have to crown all of them to get the maximum amount of damage, and you need to also level up all these traces up and all that stuff, which takes a lot of amount of credit, so keep that in mind. Let's talk about relics. What are the best relic set? The best relic set for blade is this longevous disciple. This is the best relic set. Let me show you. You can find this relic set in here. This is the new relic set. So this is the new relic set, which is the best for blade. No other relic set is good on him. You have to use this especially for blade, and this relic set is especially made for blade. So in here, the main important things you have to keep in mind, which is HP percentage and crit rate and crit damage, are the most important things you have to focus on getting it from the substats. Like this is the one piece that I got recently. Crit rate, crit damage, you have to keep that in mind, that you get stuff like that, substats like that. So body piece, you can either use HP or you can either use crit rate body piece, and over here you have to use HP percentage. Okay, I am okay, and you can over here you can use HP percentage. On spear you have to use HP percentage. All right, on link rope you also have to use HP percent. On the ornaments, you can use this Inter Celesto. It will increase the wearer crit rate, and when the wearer reaches 50% crit rate, the wearer ultimate and follow-up attack damage increases by 15%. This is also very good for blade. And the new one, this one is also good. Increases the wearer crit rate by 8% when the current crit rate reaches 70% crit rate. Their basic attack and skill damage increases by 20%. So when you use this, you have to use the crit rate body piece. So when you're using this set, you have to use that one. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And let's talk about the eidolons. I think the eidolons E1 and E2 is really good. E2 is not really required because you get a lot of crit rate, but crit rate is always nice to have. So yeah. But E0 blade is good, very, very good enough. You don't really need it. But if you like the character, you can go for it if you want to make him better in the future. But E0 blade is superior. You really don't need it. But if you want to, you can go for it. That's totally up to you, your decision. But that's how we have to build blade, guys. Let's talk about the team comps you have to use in blade. What are the teams best for blade? Let me tell you the teams that you can use on blade. You can use Bronya. Okay, Bronya. You can use Locha. Okay, to heal, to get the heal from Locha. And the fourth, you can use Pella. You can use Pella instead of you can use Pella in here. You can use Pella, or you can use Yukong. You can use Yukong and Bronya. This is the best team for blade. If you don't have Bronya, you can either use because everyone gets a free Yukong, so you can use Yukong. You can gives you attack, crit rate, and crit damage buff. So you can use that. And yeah, these are the team that I would recommend. Also, if you don't have Bronya, you can use Stingyon. You can use Stingyon to get energy regeneration on blade. So yeah, and the damage boost. So yeah, you can use that. So these are the team, guys. You have to. These are the team comes for blade. If you don't have Locha, okay. If you don't have Locha, totally fine. Don't worry about it. You can use Natasha, or you can use Bailu. Or if you don't have Bailu, then you can use Natasha. Or we will get a new 4-star very soon in the future, so you don't have to worry about it. So you're totally fine for now. Okay. So these are the teams that I have mentioned. All right, guys. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Okay. Please make sure to like and subscribe the channel, and I will see you in the next one.